Hey guys, what's up? This is Tom, and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. I don't know what the hell we're going to be doing today because it's been so long um, since I've even been on this world. Because this is actually one of the first videos, other than the Minecraft content which I uploaded the other day, like the 2 episodes, that's not been recorded since about, not the latest half term, but I think the end of term before that, since about Easter or something. So it's been great that I've had content that's lasted me that long, but the problem is it's not all that fresh. But to be honest, that doesn't matter. Everything's going pretty well YouTube wise. I think we're at about 50 videos, which is nice. 30 odd subs or something, which is alright, I suppose. Hopefully that can grow in sooner rather than later. Let's just zone all this residential, because why not? Alright, it's good. Would you ever just industrial on the game? Nope, no. No, who would want to live there? Alright, let's just leave that running. I keep getting distracted by that. I can't even remember what I was going to say now. I got distracted so much. Let me think a sec. No, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was going to speak. I did kind of remember what I was going to talk about, but not really. But one of the things I was going to say is that one of the things that I've actually done on this game recently is I've gone through and installed even pretty much like loads of the assets, which are the things that change the looks of the buildings, and maybe 1 or 2 of the mods. I'm not quite sure. I did install another one up here, City Vitals, which is fairly useful. As you can tell from here, we've not got much electricity available, so that's something we might need to look at soon. Quite useful. But I think recently there's actually been a fairly big update to City Skylines, which is like retextured a lot of the things. So if you go in here, for example, oh, this hasn't updated for some reason. Maybe it's new worlds only, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But in that, basically a lot of the textures were updated on some of the buildings. You can also build roads underground. I'm not sure if that was in the game at the start, but I don't think it was. But fortunately, we can do that. I don't know quite why the textures haven't changed. To be honest, that's fine though, because the new high school texture is really, really big. I did have a look at it quickly on a different one of my worlds, and it's really big. I don't think it would fit into this city. I think it would be nice if you could choose between the textures. I don't think you can at the moment, because I don't see if there's anything really that wrong with this high school texture. But yeah, the new one's pretty decent too, to be honest. It's kind of more, I know it looks a bit more modern, but at the same time a bit more kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you care that much, then I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Is there a wiki for this game? I'm not even sure. There probably is, to be honest. There's a wiki for everything. Yeah, I've seen a couple of other people play this game recently. And they make cities, like, actually, they grid it quite a lot. I think what they do is they set out kind of a cool little outside layer kind of shape, and then they kind of grid inside it. And I actually, some of the results they come up with actually look really good. And I'm really kind of anti-gridding, but like once we finish this city, I might have to give that kind of style a bit of a go. I completely don't know what we're doing with this at the moment, so just kind of trying to refresh myself with what's going on. Right, I think at the moment just got this. I think we're pretty stable, to be honest, with everything. Like the next step might be to introduce a high school and just kind of wait for the buildings to build up. We do have police, medical, do we have garbage yet? Water, obviously, we've got to have that kind of stuff. I think we've got everything, to be honest. I remember spending a lot of money on parks last time. Yep. And that's probably not entirely necessary. I mean, it's definitely not entirely necessary, especially as of now. But it doesn't really matter. Always like the people to be happy. Land value is not as good as I'd expect, but it's getting there. Houses generally do take some time to update, but speed up a little bit quickly, just so that can all hurry up. These houses can start to be built and whatnot. Lots of people moving into the city, which is all nice. I'm going to put down another windmill quickly. Good, all of this stuff's windy. We can put loads down here. We can have like windmill shores or something. These districts, yeah, they are. Okay, that's cool. Don't really know what I'm going to do with this town at the moment, to be honest. Maybe try and get some more roads in over here. It's a bit laggy on free bars. I do have most of my graphics saying to turn down. Maybe bring a road around here. Let's just see what it looks like quickly. Oh, it's for... I'm not expecting this to look great, but it's worth just, you know, having a look. It could work if it joined onto there or something. It would make the city look a bit odd overall. No, I can't really get in there. I didn't really think it would. It'd probably look pretty bad anyway. Do that, I suppose, but I'm not really that bothered. That'll sort that out at some point rather than at some point other than now. Mixed up two different phrases there. Got some space here. Empty space in towns, I think, can bring down land value, which is weird, and it also just doesn't look great. So I'm gonna quickly put some roads through here, and you know, hopefully that will make that look a bit better, because you know, sometimes that kind of stuff doesn't look good. Let's not place industrial in the middle of the city. That will definitely bring the land value down. Alright, let's do the same kind of thing on the other side. I think they were actually exact efficiency if we cared that much about that kind of stuff. Right there. We kind of need to get the population up quite a bit though, because before I don't really think that actually before we build the next like part of the city, next kind of area, we are going to have enough for the high density even stuff, which is a shame considering you know, it would be cool to make a whole city out of that straight away and not have to bother about upgrading it and all that. I don't really know what population you need for that. 7,000, yeah, that's quite a bit. I don't think we're going to really be able to reach that unless like we have some smaller areas off here, which we might have to do. I don't know whether the next city is actually going to be built. Maybe just across here. Have access to the trains. Maybe we can do like a train-based city. I tried to add. Ooh, actually, we got power problems over here. We have really used up that much electricity that quickly, even though I just placed one. Okay. Oh well. That's cool, I suppose. Our taxes up a decent amount. No, they're not. These can probably go up. I think I heard somewhere that it can go up to 11% without people complaining. I don't know what happens when they do complain, but that should hopefully bring in. Yeah, it's bringing in a little bit more money for us there. I don't think any of the assets have updated in this, which is a shame. Ooh, that's a surprise. We've not got the water. Oh, maybe it's because we've got the budget on really low still. No? Huh. Maybe that's been part of the update. Water stuff doesn't pump as much, because I remember that used to pump for ages. Oh, this isn't powered. Why is that not powered? Because... oh, I probably deleted one of the power lines. I'm not going to bother building another water thing until I know for sure that that's only because... yeah, there we go. Everything's fixed. That's interesting, actually. Even when it's not got power, it can pump half of its capacity. I don't know if that's just like the start of it or stuff. These shops are complaining loads. I think that's like not enough. Yeah, not enough educated workers. Shut up, please. I'll add a high school in there eventually. Don't know where it's gonna go. Probably won't put it there. I'll probably put it like over here. Maybe I'll put 2 in, but these are kind of expensive. Or are they 24,000 maybe? Yeah. Don't know how I remember that. We saw it and just a minute ago. Do we have any loans to take out? Probably not. No, we don't. That's a shame. 9,000 left on one and 50,000 left on the other. Alright, I suppose there's nothing really else to do apart from watch the city build. You can probably... I'm not too... Actually, I'm gonna fit in another street here anyway, just because... let's actually see if we can get that lined up perfectly, so I don't waste... Don't kill too many houses. There we go, that's nice. I'm not sure this is going to look great, to be honest, in a city like this, because it's kind of goes against what we've been doing for the rest of the city. It's just like going not gridding even. So if you go and grid just here, it might end up looking a bit weird, but we'll find out. We could try and fit something in over here, try and fill in this green space. It doesn't look too bad, I suppose. It'll probably look fine once we get a little bit more stuff in, 'cause probably actually need to put some in over here. This is a complete test, by the way. I have no idea how this is going to look. It looks going to look pretty bad, to be honest. Is that right? Yeah. Make it straight. Just making everyone upset and killing a lot of people. Well, not killing them, but making them move out. Well, they're moving there. I think this is probably actually going to get more houses in the end than before. Wait, is that straight? There we go. That would do. That's not entirely straight. Oh, that's because that road's not straight there. B, yep. B is the hotkey. Alright. Isn't that nice? Is that straight that time? No, I don't think so. Let's get a bit closer. It's for some reason it's really laggy. This doesn't to me seem like a game that could get really this laggy. And I messed up again. Didn't think it was this. Really didn't think it was this hard to draw a straight line. There we go. That took a lot more effort than it should have. There you go, all that zoned. So no one, at least I don't think we've had anyone post to get a district named after them. So that's still available, obviously. First come, first serve, probably. House is on fire. We do have fire engines going though, that's good. How good are our services like this? They're okay, they don't go all the way. Maybe once we get some more roads in, that'll kind of improve. I wouldn't say it looks terrible, it looks kind of interesting more than anything. Population, I don't know what it was at the start of this episode, but I'm not sure it was this high. Still got residential demand, which is weird. Maybe it's because we had a lot of these commercial buildings already planned to be built. So, like, whenever the residential people went up and the demand for commercial went up, it was already there to be built. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, let's do it. I did an install, I don't know if I had this on the mod, which basically got allowed you to toggle traffic lights. That was really useful, but it's kind of, it goes against like part of the game, because part of the game is like actually to try and set up something which traffic flows well, where you know, it kind of ruins, you know, point of that if you can just turn the traffic lights off at all time, because you know that wouldn't exactly happen in real life, unfortunately. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be traffic lights at every single turning, but there seems to be. Let's just, I'm pretty sure filling in this just these random green bits that are kind of left out of bigger buildings doesn't make any difference, but I like to do it anyway, so. Oh, that's not zoned over there, why not just get that zoned? We can probably get rid of some of these wires at some point, because, you know, that actually makes, well, in my opinion, just makes the city look a lot better. No other reason. We don't have enough for this high school. Don't know how far that's gonna, oh, is it gonna fit in that? Oh, that spans throughout the whole city. That's pretty good, actually. Let's place it there, maybe. Yeah, that'll do. I'll get another one going on the other side at some point. Is that zone? Yeah, that's all side. Okay. I mean, I want stuff on the other side because it's well, A, to make it look symmetrical, B, because high school capacity is probably going to fill up pretty soon. Well, it does hold 1,000, 800, 500 even. Eligible. I'm not sure how exactly the education works in this. Maybe if you got like only elementary schools, if a person goes to only the elementary school, it'll go to educated, and if it goes to 2 schools, it'll go to well educated, and if it goes to, once you get a university, 3 of them maybe goes to highly educated. Not quite sure. Right. Might start having problems with other stuff in a minute. Maybe the power is going to come back some point or another. Let's just have a quick look at essentials. Yeah, electricity's pretty bad. Landfill's fine. Water and stuff's fine too. Usually is. Let's just put that over there. We got so much space to put on those there. Good, pollution is working fine. That would have been a problem if it wasn't. Half the citizens dying from eating their own poop. Still no demand. Well, tiniest bit for residential there. And we've got loads of residential zones, so that's going to fill up pretty quickly. I don't know what I really want to do with this space, whether maybe I should try doing a weird, just put this down to 1 speed for a moment, doing a bit of a loop. Let's see if we go 3 out. No, 3 is way too much. 2. I kind of want it to follow the same pattern as the main road here. 2, you know, 2 looks kind of wow. Maybe let's see how 1.5 compares to the main road. See if we can get a nice curve on it. You know what, that actually might look better. Let's go for a bit higher up. It's going to make some of the plots a little bit smaller, but oh well. Alright, that costs 1,680. Let's see if we can just mirror that cost, try and get an idea of symmetry. They're occupied 1,680. So logically that should be somewhat symmetrical. It looks alright, I suppose. It looks a bit, you know, maybe we should add some little roads to go in between there. Maybe not, that might just make traffic worse and worse. I don't know how traffic is actually doing right now. Let's quickly have a check. Traffic is surprisingly good, actually. A few little spots here, but I think that's mainly because of traffic lights. This, I'm surprised there's not more traffic. There's probably traffic lights there now, though. Unless the same. No traffic lights. I'll probably actually just rebuild that because it feels kind of GT. Not having traffic lights there when it should be. And this should be even. It's probably going to completely destroy my traffic, and I'm going to probably completely regret it. Even though it didn't make traffic lights. Or maybe it's because they're all 2-lane roads, and 2-lane roads don't really create traffic lights. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing, I just kind of think it is. Yeah, because look here, it's 4, like, an intersection. 4 different roads, and no traffic lights as far as I can see. So that's why I like 2-lane roads for traffic. Check the land value quickly. It's probably going to be fairly high. Yep, it has increased. What's that on the corner? That's a primary school, isn't it? Yeah, elementary school. So we can't really destroy that. I was going to try and put a road through there to try and just cut down on the free space there. I wonder if I can do it over here anyway. Let's get that sort in there. Okay, that costs 750. I'm gonna do it. That's kind of on an angle, I think. Well, not an angle, kind of like a little curve. No, it's still curving. If I can just get it straight. Okay, I'm not sure if that's entirely straight, but it'll do. There we go. Alright, let's just commercial that back in there. Hopefully that'll make it look a bit better. It probably won't help traffic, but who cares, to be honest. Actually, 2-lane roads, maybe it will. I just kind of want to get this area filled in a bit. Don't know what I'm going to do for over here, because it might look a bit weird if I've got them going through some but not the other. I think I can move them, like the schools, so that might be something I do, but then it'll probably not reach as far over here, which might be a problem. I'm not sure how far they do actually reach. They kind of reach all the way over here, I suppose. To the fire stuff now. No, because we haven't really added any extra roads connecting to the things. Let's see if we can do that quickly then. Just, well, because we can. Should have straight roads, curved roads. Let's try and put some curve on them. Alright, let's see. We've got... I don't think this is quite symmetrical, but I think it's very close, because you see we've got 2 there and only 1 there. So, might be a good indicator though. So, yeah, they are the same block, so... Right. Let's see if we can go here. Little curve. 440, okay. Here, little curve, 480. Or actually, maybe because of the way it's set up, we might not get 440. Oh, there we go, it's 440. So that looks fairly similar, at least. Doesn't know, this one bends a bit more, I think, but... Oh well. Let's get this one 400. I think it was that one there. 400. Well, they look somewhat similar at least. To be honest, they don't look great, but we can always change it later. Doesn't look terrible. We can probably actually fill the... Oh, no, district's already filled them. Pretty good housing efficiency, which is always nice. As an added bonus. The only reason I really care about that at the moment is just because I want to get to this leveled up stuff pretty quickly. Right. Oh no, let's not do that. That costs 760, so if we get something similar then. I don't exactly know where I cut through. That's between 720 and 760 there. Oh, actually, if we can line that up perfectly with... People still increasing it. It's going down, but it has increased since last time. It's probably just because we're destroying houses at the moment and moving people out. Line that up perfectly with the road over there. Get that curving round to there. No, let's still go a bit further. 720. Again, perfectly lined up with the road. About... Yeah, that'll do. 720. And we do have some demand for commercial and stuff now, but we'll worry about that if it gets somewhat bigger, because it's only a tiny demand for everything at the moment, to be honest. Tiny demands don't really make much of a difference. It's all about the people, really. I think when you get houses upgraded, like level 2 and level 3 buildings. See, this one's and level 2. I think it can have more households, so I think when it goes to like level 4 or something, it might be able to have maybe 3 or 4 different households in each one, which increases the population a bit. I'm not sure, but actually we just got this one little house isolated over here. Let's de-zone that because it looks really, really weird. Well, not really, really weird, but just kind of weird. Without commercial demands picking up a bit, but there's loads of buildings to build over there, so that'll probably go down in a minute. Surprised the industrial has not actually gone up that much, because like I don't actually think we had much planned apart from the bit that I did write this like just before this episode over here. But I think, oh no, that's not all built. I thought it was, to be honest. There's like one building left. Let's quickly actually destroy the electricity power lines over here, because that one's completely useless. And so that there, oh, that's not pulled out. There we go. Nice. I didn't really want to spend that much time on this city, because I do actually kind of want to move out and do some other stuff. I don't, yeah, as I've said, don't really know where the next city is going to be. Can we actually, I'm not sure if we can do the little tiny, yeah, we can do the little tiny highway ramps, like the on and off ones, which is good. Speed 80, I didn't notice this speed thing before. It's not highlighting for some reason. Trying to bring it up, but I was thinking, there we go, speed 100, yep, that's pretty cool. What's the 2 lane notes? Okay, they're probably like 40 or something. Yep, 40, what I guess. Yeah, oh, I did say over here that would be a fairly decent idea, I suppose. I don't know how to do that, considering we've already got this interchange going off over here. Probably bring some massive ramps around. I don't really want to use a preset one. I kind of want to do my own, because I've not really done that much. Like, make my own interchange. Is that what you call them, interchanges? I don't know. Oh, that could work as a nice little straight road. That was about there. Yep, I think that was actually perfect. Same on each side. I'm really not liking these roads very much. I'm probably just going to delete them now. But this kind of class them as a failed idea. I mean, it'd probably make something that looks better here, to be honest. This is what we've gone for now, though. And it'll stay that way for a bit. I've still got the demolition mod and stuff on. But to be honest, they're not game changing. They're just kind of sorry, I got hiccups on. They're just kind of game improving, if you get what I mean. Just kind of enhancing the experience. That sounds weird, but let's actually kind of fill the centre room with commercial here. I know there's actually more to be built already, but there's no point in not doing it. Let's check the education in a minute. I know it takes a while for the kind of citizens and stuff to get educated, because you got to wait for them to like go to school and get educated. We do have 7% well educated, which is good. I know the commercial and stuff were complaining about that. I don't know how the industrial's doing worker wise. It's got the normal not enough workers thing, this one over here, but other than that, like as in that one there, but other than that, it's actually looking pretty decent. Land value, yep, nothing really changed there. Not added any parks, but hey. Import, okay, just looking at this, just because it's kind of curious. Quite a few tourists actually, a lot of low wealth, medium wealth, 1 or 2 high wealth. Population, 1% seniors. I think what's cool about the population is I think it kind of ages up the more you kind of play on a city. So at the start, you probably end up with a lot of young adults and teens who just like moved in, and then as they kind of grow up, that'll turn into more adults and seniors even. Crime rate low. Transport we haven't even unlocked yet. That'll probably be something we look at. Noise pollution, not that much of a big deal, but it's actually quite low. Traffic, that's actually quite good. Wind's actually looking... No, it's not that important, but this is actually a really windy area. Is this building level? Yeah, that's quite useful. So we'd have some like level 3s over here. That is ready to upgrade. I think that's what the blue means. I'm not quite sure. But a lot of these are ready to upgrade, and they will upgrade in time, I think. So yeah, we got a lot of level 2. Wait, is this all level 2 or level 3? That's that's level 2. Commercial. Do they want well educated? Yeah, they do want well educated. We might start over educating people at some point. Which I don't know how. Well, I think basically what happens then is they want better businesses, and then they don't want to work there, and then these complain about work, and it can get quite annoying. And sometimes I just think it's better to leave leave everyone completely dumb and everything. But you know, these guys do have a bit of an educated. I don't really know what you have to do to make these level up. I know you have to provide like services and stuff, but you know, I don't really know what that applies, because crime doesn't really happen over there and that kind of stuff. Oh, we can put oh no, we don't have enough for cemetery. That's 2,600. Actually, we're right at that milestone. We're gonna hit it in a minute. Happiness looks good. Education, that'll do. Garbage, yeah. Water, electricity. Oh, electricity, yeah. Let's put some of that in. 42 grand is pretty nice, actually. Didn't realise we had so much. Slowing in there. I'm not really bothered about efficiency of placing at the moment, because look at all the space we have. Do these guys actually suffer from like crime and stuff? Yeah, they've got fire station all to themselves. Look, crime rate's really low over here, so I don't really see them suffering from that. And same, because no one really lives there, so there's no really point in putting like a medical thing over there. There we go. Nice. We do have transport now, which is cool. Or industry specialization, recycling, recreational use. Let's not bother with that, and all that highway kind of stuff, so that's good. Can these guys actually... Right, these guys, I think they still can't... yeah, I'm going to fix this quickly. This is called the Lilac District at the moment. You can get this named after you if you want. Let's quickly ban... I'm not sure if I've already done this or not. But let's... Oh no, I can't even do that. Yeah, that's probably not... That's probably why I've not... I can't even... not putting that like one-way... the two-way system thing that I was going to do. Let's not bother with another high school as of the minute, because that's just going to pile on the... oh my god. Make less money if you... Yeah. I can't speak. Alright, let's quickly... Yeah, let's link that like that. That, I'm hoping industrial lorries and stuff won't drive down there, because a lot of the time they just want to get on the highway, so to do that they just have to go around that way, and then if there's anything that, like cars and stuff that come out from work, then they can go off this way, is what I'm hoping. Because what is happening at the moment, the cars didn't have any way to get home. Like, that wasn't a problem though, which is pretty good. Like, we have a load of traffic flowing into the city now. Maybe that was a pretty bad idea. And yeah, no, it is actually stuff which is going into the city there. But yeah, they'd have to go all the way out of the city, and I think down the highway until God knows when, where they could switch and go back the right way. So that would be one really annoying drive to work if you lived in the city right here. Let's put in a nice similar one-way system there. I don't even think you could get to work. No, you couldn't, because if you tried to leave the city, you go down here, and then you couldn't turn off there, so... You'd probably spend like 5 days driving just to get to work or something. Which, not fun. And you probably get fired for being late to work so often. But, not really your fault. Let's quickly fill this in industrial. We have so much money at the moment. Like this game gets pretty easy at money wise. Like you never really struggle from it, apart from maybe possibly at the start. But once you start to make some big money, then you know you're kind of safe. You don't tend to lose it. I want to kind of place this out of the city because it takes up a lot of space, but not so far out of the city that doesn't give like all the land value and stuff, because it gives quite a lot of land value. Maybe we can just place it up here, but that'll make everything look really unsymmetrical. What would I place there? I'd place something there, but I don't know what I'd place. I'd probably place a university or something. No, that could actually work. I don't know when we unlock a university. I think it's 7,000, yeah. But if we move this football pitch over at some point, we put a university in the middle, and then cemetery on the other side. Over 100,000 now. That's pretty cool. I think it would be a bit disrespectful to place the cemetery right next to the garbage, so not going to do that. It'd be nice if we could slot it in there, but out of city limits. It's right on the highway too, and not on the highway, but on the industrial route too. So, you know, we could probably just stick it over here somewhere. Nope, I'll just put it at the top of the city. No, I don't. Oh my god, I don't know. Huh? I could put it here, maybe. No, I just get in space already occupied. There, probably gets, yeah. Over here, maybe. Oh, we can place it. Let's just place it here. Like, let's have a weird place. I might just place one on the other side just to balance it out. To be honest, when you've got your city really well healed and all that, you don't even use them. Well, actually, you get like these weird death waves which just completely overwhelm your city a lot of the time. Yeah, look, we had 2 deaths that one day, but other than that, pretty much flat 0, which is good. Cool. So all the those commercials finally been used and filled in. Let's just start commercializing all of this bit over here. I mean, shops next to the cemetery is probably a little bit disrespectful, but it's a video game, so you know. It doesn't really matter that much in a video game. Actually, we probably shouldn't zone that industrial, considering the others are complaining about workers, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's see if I could put this bus station over here, all the way out of town. Out of town, just to get the noise. Then, alright, let's put it there. No. Wait. That is a 2-way road, I think. So yeah, that's actually a decent place. Let's try and set up some nice bus routes then. First, let's put the speed down so I can. Oh, actually, no. Let's get some electricity. Nice. These guys are complaining, so. Alright, let's get some bus stops down. There's never any point even in just having your city like stopped. You should always have it at least going at like 1, as in 1 speed, because you know then you're at least making a little bit of money. Let's put 3 in there just because This is kind of like getting people to work kind of one. We don't really have people here, so there's not really any point in putting a bus stop there. Let's put one there. Let's put one there. I don't want to overwhelm each bus line with so many stops, because otherwise then I think it'll become ridiculously popular and compared to the other ones, and then loads of people will use it instead, and yeah, just this one will get used way more and no one will use the other ones. It's, I think, at least how it happens, how it works even. That's actually a pretty decent bus line. Complete thing, complete line. People start to use this eventually. I do have a nice little mod on which basically just separates them, separates the colours even, so you know you can kind of tell a lot easier which bus lines which. I think actually can give you a bit more information, like who's riding, like how many buses are on each line and how many people, that kind of stuff. Let's get another bus line started on, just for the sake of it. Let's start this one right in the middle of the city. Then from the middle of the city it can go just kind of out to the edge, I guess. No, the middle of the city can go to there. Then go up there. Then it can go to there. Then it can go out to here. Oh, I got this one planned. Then it will go to like here. Then it will go to like here. Then it will go to here, to here, and to complete the line there. That'll probably do for now, to be honest. I don't want to overwhelm them in bus lines. Probably get another one just going around the edge of the city. Actually, no, why not just do that now? I'll probably forget later. Let's I don't actually know how much the transport system in this is developed, but I've heard it's like pretty decent. Like, I've not really looked in depth with how buses work and everything. Like, I know I've got another one, which I just like spam bus lines all the time. I don't know how much that helps, but I think it does the traffic pretty bad. But that's quite funny. I know I've got one bus route which goes between different cities, like different cities pretty much. So it goes all the way down the highway about a couple mile, and then it goes to like a couple of stops in that city. Then it goes all the way back down the highway to a different city, and it only gets like five people riding it every time. But it's quite funny. Okay. Everything's working pretty well. This episode's probably been going on ages, so I'm gonna end it off shortly. Before we do that though, let's get a nice statue of. No, let's put like a plaza or something. I don't know what plaza we should put in this. Statue of shopping. The Lazarette Plaza. That's always the one that I use first. Should we just put that down? I don't really know which one I prefer to use. I've got quite a lot actually. Friendly Neighbourhood Park. We could use that one, I suppose. Well, no, that's kind of out of base, I suppose. Mall of the Moderation. Oh, that could go perfectly in there. That would look so amazing. But apparently not. Let's just put a statue of wealth, maybe. Yeah, let's just put. Oh, I don't think even. Nope, that doesn't even fit. Let's just put Plaza down then. Like the reason I'm contemplating it so much is because you can only use one of these, each of these once, I think. But I mean, it's not that much of a big deal. Yeah, look. I don't even know what that does. I think it just boosts land value and stuff, which is not really that big of a deal in a commercial area, but hey. Probably makes citizens and commercial and everything a bit happier. Land value is, yeah, look, it's really high in the middle there. Because we got so much money, let's just place a high school down on the other side of town too. It's about there, I think it was. It looks about there. And everyone's happy. I love those smiley face waves, they're so cool. Yeah, and that's looking pretty good, I think. The city's kind of starting to max out its population, I think. Like, maybe another couple thousand more. I don't think we'll reach 7,000. We'll probably maybe just do like 1 or 2 little side cities or something. Just, you know, so we can reach that milestone and have a nice high density city next time. Let's quickly try and just get a couple of roads sorted in here, just so we can kind of get the final layout of the city sorted out. Let's see if we can just get 3 little short ones quite close together, and that might look okay. You know what, that looks fine. That in there, and that about there maybe. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look too bad. Little city overview there. Yep, not bad. That'll probably all be zoned residential, then we might put some commercial on just around this massive bit around the outside. To be honest, actually we probably shouldn't do commercial the whole way around, because that won't be... that'll mess the demands. Actually no, considering we'll probably have a university up here. I don't know what else we'll have there though. We'll probably have to stick in like another football pitch or something. Yeah, no, that'll come later, obviously. Let's put in some plazas and stuff here. Oh, we can use these really expensive ones because we've got so much money. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend another however much I did on flags now. Just hit that the right way. There we go, everyone's happy. Hopefully boost land value and boost amount of places that amount of households even, and hopefully boost population is what I'm hoping. But and it's probably the complete opposite considering the park takes up a lot of the room, which houses could go to. Hey, that's cool too, you know. I think I kept the 1x1 parks installed because I like them, but I know I installed a lot of the other crap that I had on here, which I just ended up not using, or at least I would use, but I kept getting them mixed up, like because they didn't have icons and stuff, which is quite annoying. I mean, the 1x1 packs don't have icons, but I'm pretty sure that's the only extra thing that I have that doesn't have icons. In the thing, yeah, 3 packs there, and another one there, which, yep, that's cool. Oh, these things are all like 2 to 3 up here. Still low density even. I hope a lot of these will start upgrading sooner rather than later. Still at work shortages apparently, but that's a load of crap as far as I'm aware. Or as far as I'm concerned at least. Let's do that. Okay, that's a bit off, but hey, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just feel like it. I've got this habit where, I didn't realise, I thought you could place right click, but it didn't work at first, to get rid of the zones, but so I keep going back to this dezoning thing, to dezone things, but in reality you can just right click at any time and dezone something. But that is, like, I've been going on way too long. This is probably going to be the end of the episode. Let's quickly just get, I don't know what the key for screenshots is. Well, actually no, it's F12 I think for a Steam screenshot. But I don't want to press that because it might be something on my recording software. I don't know because I don't actually use the buttons for the hotkey for recording software, so I got them on the F keys, and I've got to press function whenever I press one of the F keys, if you get what I mean. Right, that'll do. That's a pretty good screenshot, to be honest. Yep, I like that. Just before you go quickly, I want to check the education. A lot of well-educated people, which is good. Nice few educated people, still quite a few uneducated. Good amount of capacity in the elementary schools and good amount of capacity in the high schools. Public transport, we have 71 citizens that go on the bus and 2 tourists. That'll probably rise, actually, to be honest, pretty quickly. 26 people use that one. 38 use that one, and 10 use that one, but 1 tourist uses it, so it's all good. That's probably the more people who use it when I get houses out here, I think. At least if the transport system is clever enough. But I'm finally going to end off the episode here after saying about 3 or 4 times that I seem to do that a lot now. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you did get this far, because this has probably been a really long episode. Leave a comment if you want a district to be named after you, and bye!